When people talk about financial markets, the first things that come to mind are wealth, stocks, and people in expensive suits in offices on the 101st floor. Am I right? Well, yes and no. As for the first point, that's true. But the rest? That's old school, guys. In this video, I'll explain why stocks are the worst financial investment ever and give you 4 tips to keep in mind. I'll also show you how you can ensure a comfortable life starting from peanuts in your pocket. I'm Simon, I've been trading for 7 years and my win rate is 88.7% and I have a lot to share. I've got the platform up and running. Let's quickly go through the settings. Today is gonna be fun. We're picking a few main players. First up, Apple, since I mentioned it already, why not? Next, Boeing, something big and flying. And then Intel, because we can't do without technology. And we'll round out the team with American Express, our finance giant. They're always in the news, so their prices are always moving. Perfect for us. Great companies, right? Now, super important indicators. We need RSI. It shows when something is overbought or oversold. Basically, it tells you when to stop. Let's set it so all the lines are clear and bright. No room for confusion. Got everything showing up? Awesome. Let's get to it. Let's start with Apple. The chart shows we've hit the resistance level. Candles are for sale. Time to go down. Watching. Perfect, nailed it. Now let's look at our aviation giant Boeing. The candle is at the resistance level again and our helper RSI indicates the same. Boeing is coming in for a landing. Let me tell you more about the RSI indicator. Here we have a divergence. Divergence is when the chart moves in one direction, but the indicator goes the opposite way. For example, the candle might be rising while the indicator is falling, suggesting a potential trend change. In this case, it was a signal to move down. If you want to get better with terminology and technical analysis, welcome to my channel. I study the market and successful traders every day, and I write down all my thoughts and strategies on my Telegram channel. It's like my trading diary. If you're interested, click the first link in the description and the first pinned comment. Now let's move on to the processor's world's representative. I see the trend has shifted. Everything points to a move down to the support level. I'm in and waiting for it to go the right way. Just don't get stuck. I got a bit distracted, but today I want to share what you need to do and know to get quick results from stocks than usual. First, don't miss important news. It can significantly affect stock prices. For example, if Apple releases a new iPhone, the stock could soar or crash depending on the iPhone. Or if Microsoft lands a big deal, that's also a good sign. In short, any news can sharply change stock prices. So if you're ready to monitor newsfeed all day, maybe stocks are for you, but for me, it's exhausting. Alright, now it's time for the finance world's big player. The chart shows the trend is steadily going up. Looks like everyone's decided to invest and the market is responding with growth. We predict the movement and wait for the asset to reach the resistance level. Let's check back with Intel. After a brief pause, the trend continues downward. It seems everyone decided to dump the rest and exit the market. We predict further decline. Another tip, if you want to feel like a Rothschild and really want to have a few stocks, it's crucial to decide how long you want to invest, or in other words, freeze your savings. Yes, freeze because while it's sitting there in an account and it's unclear whether it will go up or down, you could be investing and spending it daily. So always pay attention to the volatility of the stocks. That is how often they fluctuate in price. Stocks that frequently change in value offer more opportunities for short-term interactions. But if you want to pass stocks down to your grandchildren, choose fundamental corporations that produce something timeless and real. Know any? None come to mind for me offhand, or maybe car manufacturers, though That's doubtful. Soon we'll all be driving electric cars or flying around, and bye-bye, Mr. Ford. Awesome, everything is going just as planned and I'm feeling fantastic. Back to our gadget producer. It looks like everyone wanna get back in the market. Alright, let's join them. I think you've already got my take on stocks. Yes, when the world was stable, stocks were really good, but today they're too slow and cumbersome. It's like trying to get from New York to Kansas on horseback. Why when there are planes? You know how it is. You watch a video and forget about everything else. But to not miss out, subscribe to my Telegram. There I do live sessions, I trade on the go and chat with followers so much that you won't even have time to drink your coffee before you understand everything. Link is in the description and the first pinned comment. Click and dive into real-time trading. Now back to American Express. The trend has changed and the market is preparing to move down. Maybe everyone's rethinking their strategies. Watching and waiting. Another tip, if you still want to invest in stocks, keep an eye on competitors. It's another crucial step. Changes in competitors' positions can impact your strategy. For example, if Samsung faces supply issues, it can help Apple's stock rise due to less market competition. I periodically check such news myself to know which stock pair to choose next. Back to Intel. It looks like the asset has bounced off the support level and RSI has left the oversold zone. It seems the market is ready to rise. Yes, everything worked as expected. Great result. And finally, Apple again. The asset is close to a level where sell-offs usually start and RSI signals overbought conditions. Looks like it's time to sell. Going down. Nailed it. Everything went just as planned. What a day, guys. Great results and I'm stoked. Catch you next time. Alright, here's my last tip for today. If you are not sure you can stick with the same stocks for years, go for liquid stocks. These are stocks from well-known companies that are always in demand, meaning you can sell them whenever you need resources. If you're curious about how to pick the most liquid stocks, shoot me a direct message on Telegram and I'll make a separate video on it. The link to my Telegram is in the description and the first pinned comment. And again, there's no need to be stuck in the past waiting years for something. With stocks, you can build great relationships and see results in just minutes. That's what I showed you today. Why wait years when you can act quickly with stocks and get amazing results right now? I left those boring long-term investments behind ages ago. I like it when things happen instantly, being able to react to market changes in real time and make decisions that bring results immediately. It's not only less challenging, but also way more interesting. But if this all seems complicated or you are scared to go it alone, join my Telegram channel. There I share the latest news, tips and simple steps on what to do to get results. My subscribers are already making over 600. The link is in the comments and the first pinned message.